Time for some movie reviews. Let's get going. Alright, so Mortal Kombat. I have officially now seen Mortal Kombat, and I'm here to talk about it today. So, Mortal Kombat. So, Mortal Kombat is a 2021 movie based off of the video game franchise, and I want to tell you right now, it's leaps and bounds ahead of the 1995 and 1997 sequel. Annihilation was garbage. As a whole, though, let's talk about what I thought. So, there's this big thing of, the opening is, really old-timey, in my opinion, old-timey karate movie. That's what it kind of feels like, the revenge, the ninjas, everything, and it works out well to build up the story. And then we kind of go around with the main story goer, and his name is Cole. He gets sucked into this whole thing with a bunch of fighters and whatnot, and I think with what they had, they put it together well. In my opinion, if we had just gone with this different story and whatnot, I think with the source material they had and what they had to put in to make it a real movie, I think it just worked well. I think, honestly, this is a good starting point. I think it has a lot of things to work out, though. I feel like the movie was a little long in getting there. I mean, we had our fights, we had our blood, we had our gore. One of my big problems was they just started throwing people in, and it was kind of questionable. And I think they killed off a couple people early that would also be questionable. At one point, there's just Cabal and Milena in here, and I'm just like, there's not really any backstory. We don't know where Milena comes from, or Cabal. Cabal kind of does explain where he comes from, but it's kind of just a snippet. I think the person that steals the show in this whole thing is probably Kano. He's, perfectly played by whoever that actor is, definitely. All the actors do a good job. I feel Cole is a little boring, and I do feel that some of the actors are a little boring. And at some points through the movie, I feel like things are thrown around a little bit, and it's just kind of weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's leaps and bounds over the TV show, Mortal Kombat 95, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's miles ahead of Annihilation. But as a whole, though, there's things that are wrong, there's things that are funny. We get our blood and gore, we get our fix. And I think that's what probably made this a good movie for me. Where the boring was, then we'd get our fix of blood and gore or storytelling or just things that the characters do that they don't usually do, and it works out. And in my opinion, that's fine. The blood and gore is amazing. I just want to say that they did a pretty good job. I think they could probably go a little more, but nevertheless, it was pretty good. Swearing, blood, gore, good enough for me. I think they definitely need to improve upon if they're going to do a sequel, and I know they're teasing Johnny Cage for the next thing, and I think definitely The Miz is probably the perfect person to play him. I know he's a wrestler, not an actor, but I think that's what we need, for sure. So guys, as a whole, I think Mortal Kombat 2021 is definitely a film that I would probably watch again, and I feel like they need to improve upon on the sequel in order to keep me interested. Honestly though, with what it had in dullness, it made up for in blood and gore and good acting. So it passes the video game test. You used your source material good, congratulations. I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10. But there's room for improvement. I will give you that. Alright guys, so have you seen Mortal Kombat 2021? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, hit like, smash subscribe, and comment whatever you like down below. I will see you guys next time.